just wait. Okay, it started. And yet, here we go again and again and again. This will be a short one, I'm hoping, because I would actually like to move on to better things. I was actually going to use a different quote. You can see in the description box. It was either this or with friends like these, who needs enemies? Both apply, really. Again, it looks like there's no notification from YouTube to email, but that's okay because I will find it. Share the link. Put it on Gab, which also tweets it out to Twitter. So here we go. Oh my goodness, that's just lame. And almost done. Copy. Paste. And here we go. I just glanced at it, this email, and was like, kind of read some of it and was like, yeah. Alright. And here it is. This is some next level shit, really. Again, more shit. Is basically what it is. Alright, so again from James. Again through privacy, not public. Again, I say, if you want to talk, make amends, whatever. Come on. Do it public. I let my enemies in. Anybody who wants to talk, come on in. You have a voice. If I can't even face you, whoever it is, the corrupt, the ones who I am way beneath them, that they just want to send minions, whether it be you, whether it's on you or not, I would never know, because they work in supreme secrecy, and I do not like secrecy. I do not like things in public when we are trying to do something in the public good. So if you're going to work in the public sphere, you do things in public. And it's also a protection, because if things happen to me, no one will know about it if it was just in private. But if things happen to me, there are suspects that the public know about. So here we go. Ebon. The fact is this: there was not a law, written or verbal, on if I or anyone using your Zoom must have an open forum, allow everyone to enter, as I've had dozens of closed or private shows without notice or warning to you or anyone else. On many occasions, I never pulled or stopped any of those shows ever. Well, here we go. One, yes, I have said it many times. As far as Candlelight Media, all we care about and all I say about the resources is if you want to use anything from Candlelight Media, and the whole premise for Candlelight Media is to provide resources for those, for anyone in the public, where anyone in the public means they get to share and use it as well. Now, that only applies to that. I mean, look, this kind of goes to second point. It's like, so if that was the case, that particular meeting, that particular show, it was closed and it was private. And here's the thing: you always, most likely always, not all the time, but post it in Twitter, join in the Twitter DM group. And here's the other thing: I shut my Twitter DM group for Zoom host down. So basically, no one really can use that second shared Zoom account. I mean, everyone has to pay their own. So the premise of Candlelight Media is pretty much over. So whether it's unintentional or intentional, good job, James. You pretty much shut down Candlelit Media because no resources are going to go into it because, well, one, I'm not going to pay more into resources for the public to use. Two, there's no one to trust to using it. Really? Especially after this fiasco. Three, I'm not making any money anyway, so it's not like I can really afford to keep it going for the public. But you did just make it so even if I did have any money to pour back into it, there's really no one that would want to use it now. Thank you very much, James. Mission accomplished. You could go on your aircraft carrier. Because I am proven a point guard gnome. Let's continue on. The other fact is that I have always offered to pay for some of the Zoom account. You always said not to worry about it. Yes, there's nothing to worry about because it's already paid into. And if you wanted to, you could always pay on my Patreon, I guess. As I said on your show immediately after mine was cut, pulled, stopped, I would never have done that to you ever. So no, I was not ignoring you or anyone else, as I was doing many things with others on my show and simply not paying attention to the live chat. I had no intention of all keeping people out. I did post the Zoom link in the notes. A half-hour reset. No, you did not. Because... And here you go with the names again. Before you decided to go Ebolian, like Napoleon, I guess. But it doesn't really stick on us all, and I do not know why it did not take or be displayed. That's interesting. Did not know why. How many shows have you done now? Yes, we know you can have your Joey moments. This might be one of them. You also thought you were doing it collectively for others, that their comments probably further motivated you to use this omniscient power that many of us believe you abused. Okay. Maybe I'm guilty of my omniscient power usage for my own resources, which I let you guys use for months, that it was pretty much openly stipulated that, yeah, just allow anyone to enter, and that it's shared. However, it is your right to use it properly or abuse it. Okay, so I guess in your opinion it was an abusive usage for my own omniscient power abuse reasons. It's your account, but what's pathetically sad is how you continue to attempt to display to whomever will listen or watch that you were the victim, you were wronged, and you were in the right to be a dick. Again, the victim. So the person with the mistake, and the other person who is just executing what he said. Look, if I say something, I'm gonna do it. That's me. You don't have to do that. You can be a hypocrite like everybody else. And you know what? If I'm being an asshole or a dick because I actually act on what I say, well then that's what I am going to act on, and that's what I am going to do. And hey, if you want to say I'm the victim because I was the victim, then okay. A bit of advice from an old friend. Yes, and that's why this is titled as it is. Your pride is destroying your ability to simply be honest with yourself. Here's the thing, I'm always honest to myself. I'm always honest to others as well. I will own up to any mistake. As you can see, when we had that show I just uploaded maybe a night ago, 2 nights ago, there's a guy named Ballistic that came on. He's a frequent viewer. And you know what? He was right. I agree with him. I should have stopped it after you guys were done. Not 15 minutes where people were clamoring to get in but couldn't. And those 15 minutes that you're saying, yeah, I put it in there. It's ready. No. You know, you can always copy and paste the Zoom link into the live chat as well as Ryan Bannock stipulated. You could have always put that into your Zoom host chat or Zoom host schedules Twitter DM group. You didn't. There's plenty of things you could have done. There's plenty of things I could have done, but I am the victim. Or you think I am not the victim, obviously. And thus, who benefits? Well, obviously I did not benefit. Candlelight Media doesn't benefit. The public doesn't benefit. Your show benefits because look, you guys are the victim. You, yes. And everybody who's on your show pretty much took. I'm not sure if you took, but it's definitely a group effort. Sir Chad, pompous, calling me pompous, yet I don't have a sir in my name. Maybe El Capitan, Twitter, or Tequila Mockingbird. Pompinity, it is. But, you know, I see Amanda on your show. She doesn't like to stop by. Looks like, yeah, I'm such a control freak that we can't go to Ebon anymore. Oh, maybe he's going crazy. We'll get to that later, because that does occur later. Pull the Zoom account while follow people and others on live chat. A great discussion going because we, us, myself, and others were not moving fast enough to get you on or bending to your demands at the snap of your finger. You felt that collectively you were doing the best thing, so you quickly went on the Zoom account and stopped my show. Madam Taco James to prove a point. Well, isn't the point proved? Well, yeah, I guess you agree with that. Good. We're on the same page now. You know, if we were on the same page before, and obviously you don't think so because of your first sentence. If we were on the same page before, this would never have been an issue. FYI, as I said, I've always appreciated all that you have done for me and helping me with what I am trying to accomplish, which has nothing to do with the Jerry Springer, Ricky Lake agenda for a show. Welcome everybody to the Jerry Springer, Ricky Lake, Ebon Kim agenda show. But maybe you forgot your mission, because mine is to save this planet and all of its inhabitants. That includes you and yours. Yeah. You say that all the time. But go ahead and do it. What are you going to do it with? And we'll get to that later. Hopefully we'll keep this email drama to ourselves as grown-ups do, but I'll bet you $20 that you'll post this on your show or somebody's. Yes, of course, because I do things in the public. And I told you, if you want to discuss anything with me, come on and do it publicly. But no, you keep wanting to do it privately. And no, I'm not going to do things privately. I'm done with that now. Even little Twitter things, I'm hesitant to do anything, say anything. And that's how this happens. That's how we start being separated and keep being separated, because we do not want to connect. Because we have no idea about this person. Oh, he's going to do another power trip. Oh my goodness. He's going to expose me for all the things that I say in private, which, like, I want to persuade his opinion or his behavior privately. But if I get shown publicly, oh, that'll be bad. So here's my ultimatum. And it's going to be, and you're going to see that ultimatum later. Here's my biggest question. Here I continue. Did you think you'd lose the respect and friendship of others when you made the decision to take something that was important to us away from us? I mean, did you care about how we would feel, think, or react? Or maybe you never cared at all. Did you even think... this is my question to you. Did you ever think that maybe my feelings would be hurt? How I would feel or react? Or that how I would care? Yeah. Because I lack empathy. Where I just have one stipulation, and that's been just hammered on many times. And, you know, maybe it's my fault for letting some things go. Like when you're using it for the Green Party stuff, and guess what? All the cloud storage is just filled up with the Green Party stuff. It's like, why do you need to record it on a cloud? You have your dang thing. Just record it, upload it. Why does the Green Party need to stay public if they're going to work in the public arena? I understand. I didn't watch any of those videos. I could have, and I can still. But I don't. I just don't care for it. Green Party's not going to be your savior. They're not going to be the one that saves everybody. And you keep touting it, it's not going to happen. But go for it. Keep going for it. Build them up. Maybe in 100 or 200 years, they'll become the next Democratic National Party. And they just are that party then. Okay, let's see. Yes, I care. I do this, and I keep doing this so other people could come on at all times. That you don't have to be special. You don't have to be part of my in-group. You don't have to say or do anything in particular behind the scenes in private to get me into this little special group. Nope. Because there's no one above you. There's no one below you. There's no one tangentially in some weird atmospheric position where I put people on different pedestals. You guys are my equals, and I hope I am yours. It doesn't matter if you're a professor. It doesn't matter if you're the president. It doesn't matter if you're a janitor worker or unemployed and doing your show in a basement like me with, who knows, 6 people viewing. That's who I care about. The people who won't ever fit into a special group. People who aren't thought about as being in a little pre-invited show. I do try to find some people out there that have a lot more views and a lot more subs, but it's also for a reason, because if they decline or don't reply, it means that they only really care about the views and the subs. But if they come on my little tiddly show, that means they don't care about all that. It means what they have to say, the message, that being able to connect, being able to talk is more important. And that's what I agree with. Okay, so last parts. Lately, I do have a concern on where you are going with talking of going into Congress with guns and making demands. Yes, because I'm crazy, huh? And your Cooper dude may be close on his info, but as you know, oh, do I know? Some people are just dicks. Oh, that must have been a hit. Yeah, you're pretty good at that. You're pretty good at that, I will admit. And they use cults, religion, redirect, and refract from facts. Ah, so nothing he says are facts? Interesting. Someone must not be liking those shows. As an excuse to be one. We have family and friends to care first, then all the political craziness afterwards. Yeah, we do. I don't disagree with that. I do disagree with you have a concern. Good. You have a concern. I'd like you. You know, are you gonna still keep up with your promise? Things don't occur with the Green Party. 2024, charging in with your spear and your coconut bra. Because the way you're going, I don't think anyone in power has a concern. I don't think they have a concern with the Green Party, much less you and me and our small group of viewers. And again, Bill Cooper, and all I can say is empty your cup. My cup is empty. And I'm just gonna fill it up with information, and once I collect that information, see if it actually has any uses for it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, then I'm going to keep that information. But I'm not gonna just close my mind to something that's out there, especially since he's touted as one of those big conspiracy theorists, and of course mainstream media will tout him as a conspiracy theorist. The deep state, FBI, will consider him as a conspiracy theorist, and anyone else out there within power, within the system, consider him a conspiracy theorist. Lump me into that same fucking group, please. Finally, if you have anything further to say, then as a friend, I'm here. But if you take this to the public again, our friendship is gone. Look at that ultimatum. I guess our friendship is gone. It's gone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. If it was there before. Trying to influence me privately to not show this to the public because of friendship. Friendship or freedom of expression, freedom of speech. Where I tell you again and again and again, and anyone out there, you guys can use any of my private conversations and reveal it publicly. Go on ahead. The more is revealed about me, I'm okay with. I will own up to it if it's true. I will not own up to it if it's false. And if it's false, I will have you prove it. And if you cannot prove it, then I will sue for libel. How about that? Anyways, that's it. Friendship is gone, I guess, huh? It wasn't me that stipulated that ultimatum. Do friends really have these types of ultimatums? I don't know. I never really had a friend that said, hey, either do this or no, it's more like, if you do this, we're not friends anymore. Huh. Isn't that funny? And, you know, if you have a problem with Bill Cooper and me airing it, well, first, voice it out publicly, sure. Second, who cares? My show. I'll air what I want. If you want to disassociate with me from what I say, what I talk about, go right ahead. I'm fine with it. I know where I'm taking things. I'm going there deliberately. Just like, let me see, who's the guy that we all like? George Carlin said, what he does with his comedy is find the line, find the crowd's line, you know, that they're not comfortable with, and then deliberately cross it. I'm kind of using that, although I might have butched his actual quote. That's what it is. Anyways, that's it. We can stop this fiasco. I'm not your friend, James, apparently, because this is public. And again, if you have anything to say to me, you can go ahead and do it publicly. If you want to keep at this privately, while sending some of your goons publicly to attack me, keep going. You know, I really, you know, it has to build up for me. This really isn't an attack on James. It's just letting you know what he thinks and where he might be wrong. Well, not even a might is. But that's, but I digress. Maybe I'll be more like Richie from Boston, who again, I will also not refrain from talking about when I think he's wrong or being stupid. Richie from Boston is very conspiracy theorist minded, as am I, but in a different way. And he thinks in 2008, and I did a video about this before, that the government or deep state or the powers that be, the New World Government, are going to have this alien takeover thing. Project Blue Book, is that what it's called? Or Project Blue Beam? I forget which one. That's going to happen this year. I mean, it's half the year's left. And then what's going to happen when he's wrong? I mean, plenty of times there are these world-ending scenarios by conspiracy theorists, and then they're wrong. It doesn't fit into an agenda of takeover if you destroy everything. They want to control everything. They don't want to destroy everything. Some people might differ, but nope, I do not think so. And so, yeah, I am pretty sure, I wouldn't say 100% because you can never be sure about anything, 99.9% sure that their alien takeover, which is not really aliens, but whatever they make the excuse for, that they propose to show everyone, to control everyone, to say, hey, we gotta all have peace together to fight this alien threat. That's not going to happen in 2018. Heck, it may never happen. It's probably just one of those little fake projects that the government has. But who knows? People wouldn't believe it anyways. All I would say is, look, learn that there is a project out there, a conspiracy theory out there, and if it happens, second guess it. Is it real aliens, or is this a government thing trying to take us over? How do we know they're aliens or not? You might never know. Anyone that gets close might be incinerated like in War of the Worlds. But then, so people will be scared. But then, you would never know, because the only ones who are probably filming it are mainstream media. And the ones who have, of all the millions of people who can have webcams and smartphones and video cameras to record it, it'll probably just be that one guy that captured those 2 terrorist attacks in different countries filming that. Right, nobody else. Alright, anyways, that's it for this. James, you know my answer. You've always known my answer. If you didn't, okay, maybe it's been a Joey moment. Everybody else, yeah, you guys are still welcome. You're still welcome, James, to come on my show. Talk, but I don't think I'll see you guys here, huh? So you guys will have your own shows. You guys have your own little clique. So, that's that. And also, yeah, Kind of Light Media ruined because of my authoritarian nature. Fuck off. Next show coming on in a few